The amount of key fish stocks landed by the Scottish fleet will fall under Brexit, according to the Scottish Government. It says its analysis of the Prime Minister's agreement with the EU is deeply troubling, but Scottish Conservatives say it is a fair deal. Colin White reports.
Peterhead, one of Europe's largest whitefish ports. Fishing played a vital role in the Brexit negotiations, but the Scottish Government says the final agreement is bad news for many of the industry's vital stocks.
This is quite an astonishing example both of incompetence and the complete failure of UK Brexiteers to deliver the ridiculous promises of a sea of opportunity. And it's deeply worrying for Scottish fishermen, especially those involved in cod, saithe, haddock and whiting.
Under the deal, swapping fishing quotas with other European states is no longer allowed. Leasing quotas will also be more expensive. The Scottish Government says that means falls in key stocks for Scottish skippers.
I feel very let down. I mean, Conservative MPs came up to Peterhead and promised us a new start for the fishing industry, and this isn't a new start. The biggest problem we've had in the fishing industry over the last 10 years or so is a lack of quota. Now with this deal we're not going to gain hardly any quota. In fact, in some ways we're going to be worse off.
Fish processors are also worried.
Anything that is going to be less is obviously going to have an effect, but it just pushes us, the processing sector, into looking elsewhere for raw material if we do not have enough to go through the factories.
But despite all the criticism, the Scottish Tories say the deal is a good one for Scottish fishermen.
How can they think they've been betrayed when they're getting 25% more quota over the next 5.5 years, 15% alone next year, when our 12-mile zone is exclusively for Scottish fishermen, and when we come to at the end of 5.5 years, we're on Norway terms, which is us having complete control of our waters and negotiating as we choose to negotiate.
Many skippers feel the deal is far from the sea of opportunity they were promised. The government may talk of taking back control, but many in the industry here and in ports like it throughout the country feel angry, disappointed and betrayed. Colin White, STV News, Peterhead.